I think we'll get started. Testing, what is going on? Here we're going to be talking about some Marth versus Falcon. So, this matchup's very interesting. It's actually my favorite matchup in the game. I really like it from Falcon's side, but I also really like it from Marth's side. And pretty much the basic principle of this match up is Falcon pretty much is a better neutral. He tries to keep Falcon away. But Falcon has some interesting tricks to kind of beat Marth's disjoints. One of them being knee. The thing is though, like Marth kind of has to be like pretty on point to stop knees from trading. And also pretty much on Marth's end, what he has to watch out for is if you watch out for getting grabbed, stomped, or kneed, you're pretty much like, or side B. Grab, stomp, or side B, you're pretty safe, you know? Because you don't have to worry too much about getting hit by Nair if you have good crouch balancing and your DI is good. And side B is going to launch you pretty much, if you're autopiloting as Marth, side B is going to launch you 100% of the time. It's always a good test if you're a Falcon player and against Marth. You want to see how many side Bs you can get before they start respecting it and have to start zoning a lot differently. Other than that, it's, in my opinion, it's a lot better for Marth to try to get Falcon to shield. Pretty much all you want in this matchup as Marth is you want to get Falcon into shield. Once he's shielded, you can start using like your superior ground moves, side B, jab, mix in some aerials, you know, to kind of get Falcon guessing at a shield. Because once Falcon's in shield, he's pretty easy to lock down. And so we're just going to watch some of this and see kind of how Wizzy and Zain approach the matchup.
I love that Nun asked me what my opinion was. Let's go, Nun. Let's go, baby. I'm interested. Thanks, Nun. I want to know what you think. I love Nun.
Yeah, that's another thing. As Marth, generally, you want to be careful about the throws, right? A lot of Marths typically will do a lot of up throws on platforms, and while that's good, it's not really going to let Falcon... you have to be pretty... The Falcon has to like really mess up his DI for you to get a lot of stuff off up throws on platforms. Falcon's also heavy, and in general, like juggling Falcon up is good, but it's not really that great because the whole idea of the matchup here with Marth is to get Falcon off stage. So if you think about it in that perspective, going for tech chases with forward throw and back throw, forward throw and down throw, etc., is probably going to net you more against Falcon than trying to go for long up air strings, etc. And it just gives Falcon a chance to reverse you, which you don't want. Marth has a similar tech chase against Falcon, like that Sheik has. You can jab reset at low percents and pretty much just chase him until he's off the stage. That's all you want in this matchup is Marth, get him off the stage. And yeah. See, like right there. So right there, Zain gets a grab here, right? And he goes for up throw instead of like the forward throw. Like, there's a good chance if you do forward throw, Wizzy's going to, you know, tech the side and then grab the ledge immediately. But if you have Falcon at the edge and he does mess up once, that's the whole... This is why, like, Falcon is terrible as a character in some respects, is because if you do mess up, he dies, right? So it's probably like worth the forward throw here instead of the up throw. We're going to see what Zain gets off this up throw, and I don't know. You don't get much off up throwing Falcon on a platform from this low, so I would have liked to see him throw him off stage and force Wizzy to kind of outplay him to try to get back. Yeah, he doesn't really get much off the up throw. Okay, now he does forward throw, which is nice, and now he does another forward throw. So this is going to be interesting because last time he up threw, and now he forward throws, Wizzy techs in place, right? It's still like Zane's at a good spot here, right? Because all you want is to get Falcon off the stage at this point. So he got him in shield. It's going to be really interesting to see how Wizzy fights out of this. Okay, he gets clipped. Oh, he just knees back. Wow, that was actually pretty hype, but good shit.
Yeah, just because he can throw so many aerials and edge cancel everything. But Marth can do the same thing.
Okay, he goes for up throw again and doesn't really get much. Look how much...
Yeah,
Well, he gets a lot, but he has to work a lot harder.
Shield, like, keeps Marth wary.
Yeah, it should be good.
Wizzy missed the tech.
Oh my gosh, that missed.
How did that fourth match miss? Yeah,
Oh,
two combos.
Wow, that was unfortunate.
Didn't
Let's
even matter.
take a look at that stock again.
How did that fourth match miss?
Wizzy keeps
Yeah.
Marth in.
Particular is like so strong.
Alright, so
But Marth can do the same.
here he up throws, right?
But like I think
And it's kind of weird though, because he goes for like back air. He probably could have gone for just like a tipper when Falcon's at like 72. He made it a little harder for himself, but like he still follows up.
so strong
It-
and found.
it
Yeah,
makes
that's
like
the
Marth
way, yeah.
afraid.
Amazingly strong.
It keeps
Yeah.
Marth in shield. Like, keeps Marth wary.
Wizzy missed the
Oh
tech.
wow, okay, we missed that tipper.
How did that fourth match miss?
Really, really unlucky.
He's dead.
Got his jump. Didn't even matter. Just died off the side.
Zain was like really oppressive that first stock. He just missed the edge here and died.
Yeah. Kind of antsy on the forwards. Oh, he threw it out too quickly.
Okay, here's a really good here's a really good spot where I think Wizzy doing Nair was. I think knee would have been a lot better than Nair here at this situation. Marth's at low percent. You're kind of, if you do clip Marth with the Nair, you can probably follow up, but I feel like light knee is, you know, I don't know. It has the ability to trade. And if you get a hard hit knee, like right here, I think Wizzy expected kind of the dash back here, but I feel like if that was a knee, you know, he would have gotten hit. He would have gotten a hard hit knee, and he would have been able to like combo off it. I just think Nair is like, it's one of those things that's like, if you do hit it, it feels really good, but I feel like with Falcon, you kind of have to expect the Marth to space really well, you know. And when somebody spaces really well, you can like go for trades and go for other moves. So I think knee in this situation would have been a lot better. Oh, what's up, Kellen? What's up? What's up, Nathan? You're gonna have your little sister moderate? I don't think so, bro. But yeah, so we'll take a look here. Let's see what would happen if Wizzy kneed here. I think he would have been like in the driver's seat there. Look, crouch cancels the first hit in air. It's so okay. If you're playing against a good Marth, it's almost impossible to follow up on Nair, like when the Marth is at low percent or even at high percent, because they'll always DI away tech. They'll like mash up tilt and it'll trade with Nair. So this is why knee is so important, is because you want to expect the Marth to like, you expect the worst, you know. Okay.
Antsy on the forwards. Oh, he threw it out too quickly.
Wow, he's able to catch up to that forward throw.
Ooh, that was F tilt.
Oh, wow. Alright, that was interesting.
Forward throw.
Yeah.
So that's a forward smash, right?
Oh, he threw it out too quickly.
Forward throw.
It's kind of rough. Yeah. So Mewtwo King covers like stuff like this really well. Mewtwo King's so good at just like gimping gimping Falcon off a forward throw, off any throw. I feel like you can be a little more like, you can kind of swing. I don't know. You can cover a lot more than just with the down tilt. I feel like it's stuff like run off fair and stuff like that, and even like forward smash, it forces the Falcon to recover differently. But generally, if you're gonna down tilt a bunch, it's pretty easy for Falcon to avoid down tilt from like most areas. So doing that extra read, maybe for like a run off fair or something, is like really good. Let's see if he does follow up this down tilt, because he has enough time if he recognizes where Wizzrobe is. So,
Ooh, that was F tilt.
oh wow, Wizzrobe with a great. I think that was a really good air dodge, but I think Zain read it. He just went right through it. So that's pretty sick.
The entire Nair.
Yeah, that's a crazy good air dodge.
Oh no.
Air dodge through the entire Nair.
Yeah, that's a crazy good air dodge.
Oh, I never really tried to edge hog there.
Ooh, that was F tilt.
Damn, air dodge through the entire Nair.
Yeah, that's a crazy good air dodge.
Because he just tried to beat him to the ledge. It's not really necessary, right? Like, it's okay to play the long game on this edge, because Falcon's at 144. Like, Falcon's... If you hit Falcon with a jab, he's off stage at 144 if he gets hit by anything. So you can just keep pressuring him, you know?
Damn, air dodge through the entire Nair.
Yeah, that's a crazy good air dodge.
Yeah, I don't know. That just feels like a kind of an unnecessary risk there, you know? Yeah, forward tilt, jab, off stage as well. Yeah, because when Marth does like the runoff fair into up B, I mean that covers so much. Falcon doesn't really have a hitbox on his up B, obviously. If you're worried about double jump up air, it's not too big of a deal if you're at low percent. Zane's only at 14%. I know you can't see because my camera's covering it, but yeah, so pretty unnecessary. Let's keep going. Yeah.
That is a super big drop.
And as here, oh my gosh, that was sick.
Okay, makes up for it.
Kind of.
That was sick. That was sick.
Makes up for one of those stocks. Down a whole stock, yeah.
Yeah. Mental damage, I guess.
You think Wizzy's gonna be phased though?
Nah.
Wizzy already forgot about that.
It is the most mental HP.
Mental HP, is that a thing?
You do mental damage to the mental HP. I'm assuming.
Forward throw, jab reset. Wow, reads the smash D on the jab. Really good by Wizzy.
Wizzy's gonna hit that.
So this generally works against most Falcons. This will pretty much always work against most Falcons, unless you're Wizzy and you know how to smash DI like amazingly. Watch this. So
Wizzy's gonna be phased though.
Nah.
let's see about that.
It is the most mental HP.
That was a really good up air.
Is that a thing?
You do mental damage to the
Okay,
mental
so
HP.
watch
I'm
this.
assuming.
That jab, 99% of the time will just get jab reset, but Wizzy smash DIs it,
That was good.
and then buffers roll immediately out of
You
it.
gotta assume Wizzy's gonna
Now he smash DIs and crouch cancels out of the SDI.
hit
He
that
read a
smash
buffer
DI.
roll there.
Really good by Zain to space. He recognized that he was crouch canceling, so he made sure he did the tipper nair. Gets another grab. Too many pummels. Nice. He recognizes Wizzy wants to.
Wizzy tried to crouch.
Alright, so this is a common thing we don't see Zain doing. Zain is not covering immediate double jump. And the nice thing about Marth here is the way you can cover immediate double jump here is all you have to do is jab. Like, it doesn't have to be like an aerial read or a forward smash read. It's literally the only thing you have to do is just jab. And jab pretty much eats through 99% of Falcon's stuff, especially if we're from that distance. So he get the down tilt, right? And he just tried to jump immediately, which I don't really like, you know? You can just cover it with ground moves. Or you can sometimes even crouch cancel and then do like a really late counter, and that will hit the second hit of Falcon's nair or hit the nair. So yeah, you don't have to be jumping to cover most of Falcon's options. I think that's a really that's a Marth trap where you try to beat Falcon aerial for aerial. You got to be careful with that, because eventually Falcon's going to start winning the aerial to aerial war, and you're just going to get comboed. So if you can stay on the ground and cover an option with Marth, that's probably slightly better.
Love that Wizzy tried to
Good
crouch.
DI down and away. Wizzy's ready. Beautiful scoop up air as he almost hits the ground. Wow, barely missed that.
Sure. I think he meant to up though.
All right, let's take a look at what Wizzy does here.
It's a down air.
He just jumps immediately. Hold on, let's go for that.
Wizzy tried to crouch cancel and Zain just was like,
So that up air right there is actually, I would say, probably the most optimal thing to do right there. A lot of people don't know that you can actually hit this up air with Falcon, because that looks like a knee right there, right? But you'd be surprised how often knee misses in that situation. So having the up air to scoop from this low is really good. And you'll see, I know Zio does it. Zio's a really good Falcon, and he'll always combo Marth with short up airs. And a lot of Falcons don't do that. They'll either try to catch them with a knee and then tech chase, or get a late up air. But doing this up air to scoop is super good.
nah, grab.
Wizzy did like a quick little
Nice.
anti-combo nair, just like stop Zayn from doing anything else.
Oh wow, barely misses that.
Sure. I think he meant to up tilt there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
To keep the combo going.
Almost like
Grab.
Up air. Keep it
Oh,
going.
that actually was very.
Bunch of
Yeah, once again, I don't understand these up throws by Zain. I get you can get combos, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think down throw, he's dead if he's off the ledge, right? So he chooses to up throw and does something a little too complicated for me,
That actually was very.
That was cool, but Wizzy back on stage, right? Wizzy's gonna have good DI. Wizzy's not gonna fall for Wizzy's not gonna be comboed once too well, He knows kind of the offense how to get out. So would have liked down throw from Zain, but he goes with
weak hits though.
Now he does down throw. And again, Zain gives Falcon a little too much respect here. And he uses, like, once again, we were talking about how you can cover double jumps with jabs, or even like down tilts. But jab has a kind of a low hitbox, and or even forward tilt. But jab's a really good spot to use this in right here.
Bunch of weak hits though that just didn't kill him.
So look at this. Does the down throw. He jumps, right? That's wasting like a lot of frames. And he's not even committing. So the fact that he like doesn't even put the forwarder like over the edge, I don't like per se, you know? Like if you're gonna do this forwarder, you want to hit him so you catch Falcon's double jump. But he's like afraid of trading or something. It's kind of like weird. Let's take a look again.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Keep the combo going.
Almost over.
Okay, up throw.
Keep it going.
Oh, that actually was very.
Bunch of weak hits though that just didn't kill him.
Right.
I think that
He does that.
Keep it going.
Oh, that
Shit.
actually was very.
Bunch
I need
of
to slow
weak
this
hits though
down.
that just didn't kill him.
I think that he wanted.
How do I do this? Yeah. Yeah, like he doesn't even do the forwarder completely off the ledge. So, yeah.
He was F smash there, but he accidentally fell off the platform.
Maybe.
Yep. That was good. Wizzy's really good at rolling by the ledge.
Oh!
Generally never gets caught.
Thing is, you want this tournament winner kind of edge guard a lot.
Yeah, Zain getting reversed.
Okay, right here.
Edge
Wizzy
guard.
goes for Nair here. That was a pretty like good read, considering Zain likes to jash back in that situation. But Zain, once again, I don't think he's trusting his ground moves because
What's interesting is you want this tournament winner kind of edge guard a lot.
if Falcon's at 133 again, we'll come back to the percentage. Falcon's at 133. You don't need a strong move to hit to like put him in a bad spot. And this situation at 133, forward B works, jab works. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to be going back at the situation. You should be forcing Falcon to like make a read out of the edge, and he does that, but he gives him so much space for him to do it. I don't really think the dash dance is necessary here per se, but I know Zain likes to dash dance a lot, so. Right? Like after that down tilt, he could have just held his ground, but he decided to dash away. Wizzy recognized it and was able to fit an air in there.
Getting reversed a lot, though. He has to watch out when he's on the ledge.
Yeah.
Oh, Wizzy had the slide out DI right there. That was perfect.
It's kind of one of the tough things about this matchup is if you don't hit your, you know, if you
Oh,
don't
that was
temper
not
phase,
good.
hit the wrong one or whatever.
Missed the edge guard.
Reversal mechanics.
Wow.
Speaking of
That was good. He made it kind of
So I think last time
wrong one or whatever.
Wizzy went for up air here, but I guess this time he was going for regrab.
that was good. He
Or
made it
attack,
kinda
so
ambiguous
kind of
where,
upbeat.
like, he was gonna
Got safe on the top platform too.
or not.
Back throw, I like it. Good job.
Oh.
All right, gave him a lot of room, but it made it work out.
Dash dancing like that, and you throw out a move, he's super ready.
There we go. He's not up throwing anymore. That's really, really good.
Per set, sorry.
Beautiful. Catches the miss tech with forward smash. Got to be confident in that situation.
Set,
And reads a double jump. Good stuff. And this time you notice the forwarder, he was going towards him and not retreating. So look at the forwarder here.
Per set, sorry.
Yeah. He like made sure that he was like going to cover everything, which is good.
set, yeah.
Well, he had to go forward anyway, but
Zain
it was
brought
good.
this all the way back.
Kills like that are really, really game changers for Marth.
Yeah.
You gotta play for
Such
the
a
edge guard.
quick kill. 80? It's like
Oh.
the upper? Or 40?
I don't mind the forward
Oh,
smash
double
there.
up,
Good up
he
double up
jumped.
air.
I don't think he jumped.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah,
I think that's it.
Jump. Yeah.
That's so strong when you get Marth at that particular percent, like around 30%, and you do the up throw, and they don't get the tech on the platform, because then you get the double up air for free, usually off stage.
Alright.
Okay, we'll go to the second match. It's going to be a smaller stage. So, in general, with this matchup, Marth's going to win the small stages. So, I could see why Zain win here. Basically, instead of you needing like 2 or 3 forward throw or back throws to get Falcon at the ledge, you're going to pretty much only need 1 or 2. And that's really important because ideally you want Falcon off the ledge. So, the small stages are really good. Also, Falcon has a hard time extending combos on small stages per se because like stuff like double up air, stuff like that where it needs a running start and there's not much stage left. Yeah, and in general, it just has less room to move because once he's in shield, he doesn't have like the space to like back up on small stages.
Forward smash. I think he was expecting Wizzy to maybe miss the tech and go for the
Nice. Okay, once again,
Obviously, he's so good at that he can
I really like the crouch cancel here,
off of Zain going for a read with forward smash. I think
and I like that forward beat too.
he was expecting Wizzy to
Boom.
maybe miss the
Yeah. So once again, he could cover immediate double jump with something else. I think he should be okay for going for a slightly more like riskier option, because if you do get that, you get the kill, you know? Like trade forward smash is really good there too. You have to put the fear of God into the Falcon so they don't double jump right away. If you let them double jump aerial, that's disrespect in my opinion. You know, you should never let the Falcon double jump aerial in that situation, especially because Marth has so many ways to cover it. Like, you could have just jabbed there. I do like the crouch cancel here.
miss the tech and go for the
Gets the grab.
because obviously he's so
I
good
think
at
this is
that.
that.
Tech chasing.
Wow, that was fast.
Oh, Wizzy's in a terrible spot right now.
Yeah, so he up throws again, and like I said, he's getting these long up air combos, but Falcon's not dead, right? So, I mean, Falcon with percent is obviously good, but like, if you think about it, like, if he would have got him off the ledge and Wizzrobe had to fight back onto the ledge, because Falcon doesn't have like amazing invincibility when he's on the ledge, right? You basically just play the matchup. The matchup is you just get Falcon to the ledge. If he makes a mistake, he's dead, you know? And doing these up air combos, I mean, it's great if you hit it, but it just gives Falcon like an extra life.
What's up, Ty?
Trip was
Nice.
mistimed it.
So I like this jump back fair.
What's up, Ty?
It's kind of the Wizzy classic. But once again, that jump back fair will generally always beat that nair, but it will have a really hard time beating knee. Knees has like has a different timing, and there's like a dead zone in between the two nair hits, but nair sticks out, so you have a chance to like trade with Marth with knee.
Trip was hopping off, so mistimed it.
Nice double up air, recognizes that he can't tech.
Mistimed it.
Nice. That was actually really.
Oh
nice
wow, good tech by
It was
Wizzy.
good to do the side B like that Zain did because he was about to get hit.
Oh, he
could've
double
offset
stick DI'd off
Nice.
Randall.
Okay,
That was
I like
yep,
that.
good stuff.
Nice mix-up.
First hit in air to make sure he doesn't tech. That was good.
Stole the edge, but he. So scary for Wizzy.
Wizzy staring the Wizzy likes to steal the edge when the other person has invincibility. It's a little risky to do against Marth, I would say. So he does this regrab. He does this like grab at 0, and it's nice if you can get the Marth to up B right away. But it's kind of unlikely against Marth, you know.
He stole the edge, but he. So scary for Wizzy. Knee +2 on shield.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
Wizzy wasn't in the position to cancel that. There's the knee. That knee right there is like, that's the knee you have to put the fear of Marth. If you get hit by this knee with Marth, it's like you lost the stock, you know, especially by the edge. And so Falcon cannot be afraid to challenge Marth here with a knee. Not an air, not anything else. Generally a knee here, because if Marth is off by 1 second or about anything, he gets kneed off the ledge. So he barely misses in there.
I feel like sometimes people try to become more
Okay.
patient and more like.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes people try to become more patient and more like passive versus Wizzy because they know he does the same thing.
Right.
It's like I notice people trying to spite Wizzy by doing that.
No,
Do you
yeah,
think it's the right thing to do?
The right thing to do? I mean, it's not bad.
It's kind of the whole concept of
He's not gonna get
fire
punished.
against fire, right? I mean, it
In this
could
case,
work.
it's like water against water.
Okay, I like this
Kind of the
neutral here.
concept of
He's not
using
gonna get
fire
punished.
against fire.
Zain like kind of full jumping at a spot where
I mean, it
he can
could
react with forward air.
Okay,
So during that jump, he's
kind of the whole concept of using fire against fire,
right here. It's a pretty common spot, like right there. Wizzy can probably be expecting a couple things. He'd be expecting nair, so he's holding down. Expecting an aerial. Expecting down tilt, so he's ready to crouch cancel. But as we know, Zane's not a Marth that will like kind of run forward too much. And when he does run forward, he's going to be running forward with down tilt, because in general, what Zain likes to do is he likes to have a reaction window with down tilt to either duck under aerials or to like whiff a down tilt and then do an aerial or something, or block or crouch cancel. So that's Zane's MO. Wizzy kind of knows that. And Zain probably isn't going to run up grab from that range. So that down tilt, or the holding down right there is actually pretty scary. But Wizzy can dash forward and do an aerial too. So it's kind of a small conditioning here by Zain. Zain jumps, empty jumps first, and then does a forward air for the second time.
I mean,
In
it
this
could
case,
work.
it's like water against water.
Yep,
Yeah.
jump, forward air.
Yeah, definitely that. You got the forward throw.
There's the down.
This.
Cover an
nice.
air dodge.
Yeah, got him.
Let's see what happened there. You got the forward throw.
There's the down.
This. Oh.
Okay.
Definitely that.
Right there, I don't like that grab.
You got the forward throw.
There's the down.
So I feel like this grab will probably be better against like Fox or Falco because they can probably land a little faster and I don't know, you can get more off throws. But I feel like in this situation, at least what I would see Moon do is he would just do a weak forward smash and still cover this air dodge. Either a weak forward smash or you could up B. But generally regrabbing here is probably not the play unless like I don't know. I mean obviously like it's not terrible, but I feel like if you have time and you have Falcon air dodging towards the stage at like 80%, you have time to either up B, weak forward smash, you know, so something like that. So the grab just kind of gives Falcon like a new life, you know. Yeah, so he's able to tech. He's ready. That was really good. And once again, Wizzy's not Zane's content on not tippering the platforms, which I feel like is kind of like, oh, if I miss this, I might die or I might get comboed or something. But you should be able to cover miss tech on Yoshi stories with tippers, you know. Wizzy likes to hold down a lot, and that's actually pretty good against people that like tipper is actually pretty good against people that like to hold down and try to tech because they slide off and they have really bad DI and they usually get off the stage. But yeah.
Oh, nice DI.
Yep, Wizzy gets off, no lag.
Oh,
Oh, Randall, a little hard to
tripped up a little bit there, but
Yeah. a little hard to account for that.
At 100%, almost anything gets him off stage.
Okay, so keep an eye on this. This is pretty telling of how Zain plays this matchup, in my opinion. Watch this. So, okay, he dies here, right? Falcon's at 100%. No invincibility, right? Zain comes down. Wizzy's by the ledge. This is what you want. You want the Falcon here, right? And you want to keep him there. Because what happens if he messes up? Or if he gets clipped? He's dead, right? And I really don't like what Zane's doing here with invincibility per se because what does he do? He like down tilts once and then he runs away, which is fine, right? If he comes back. But he gives him like so much space to come back, you know? You really like I feel like one thing people don't do in general is they don't so you know how people kind of execution test ledge dashes with against Fox, you know? Like if you mess up this ledge dash to Fox, you're getting kneed or you're getting back aired, right? But I feel like people don't do that enough against Falcon because he doesn't have invincibility the whole aerial. He doesn't, you know? If he did, he'd be like crazy broken, you know? But he doesn't have that much invincibility. So, especially if you're able to crouch cancel, you can crouch cancel anything he does, especially if you're at 0. Zane's at 0, right? So you really cannot be afraid of anything Falcon has here because you can crouch cancel. The only thing you might be afraid of is knee or stomp, and both of those are kind of slow. And generally, if you do trade in this situation, you're at the advantage because Falcon's off the stage. So you really got to hold your ground here, you know? Because he just got up here and he did not get punished, which I really do not like, you know? He's at 100. You got to pressure him.
Almost anything gets him off stage. These side beats are weird. I think he's trying to side beat to like catch Zain dashing back.
All right, first jab of the set, I think.
Gets him off stage.
Really good. Wizzy tries to read down tilt. Wizzy tries to read down tilt with stomp. I like that. Zane's been representing that a lot.
Side beat to like catch Zain dashing back. It is super fast. But
Good stuff. Yoshi Slay's helping.
gets him off stage, you know?
Sometimes that'd be cool if they're aerialing at you and it gets
Crouch
like,
goes to down tilt.
you get like a big opener.
That's so good right there. This will never not be good against Marth.
Aerialing
Side
at you,
B.
gets like underneath them. And then you get like
There's a lot of Marths that kind of do stuff because you know, it's like good spacing. This forward B kind of beats all that, like, it just throws a wrench in the entire, like, flowchart of Marth's, you know? So, as a Falcon, you cannot be afraid to do this. It nets you so much. And if you stop doing it once it stops working, that's when you stop side Bing as Falcon. And one of the secrets to this matchup is you have to side B a lot against Marth. And if you side B behind him, or if you get behind Marth, it's very hard for him to punish side B on shield from when he's not facing you, because he's not going to get anything too great, right? He can't grab you out of side B if you side B the back of his shield. He can maybe down air, but he's hoping that you don't crouch cancel it. And you get the tipper. It's just like, it's a very awkward spot. So,
The big opener. Like,
boom, gets a good knee. Oh, slide offs.
but it is still very committing and scary.
All right, so once again, we see Zain up throw. I'm not shitting on Zain. It's just like, I feel like he could be a lot better at this matchup if he kind of like played Falcon for what he is. Falcon's weakness is that he has to get off stage, right? So this up throw, I just don't understand, right?
But it is still
Like you're hoping for some like long combo, but really, if you back throw, put him in a bad situation over and over again,
still very committing and scary.
it's probably a little better. Look at that DI from Wizzy here.
But it's
He was
still-
ready for it.
still
Boom, hold down,
committing and scary for sure.
Yeah.
and see stick down and slid off perfectly.
Yeah, it is against Marth. Yeah, Zain isn't necessarily playing a huge like aerial
Right.
game in neutral.
Against Zain, it's a
Is that another up throw?
Really playing a huge like
See what this up throw gets him.
against Zain, it's a
I mean, not much. You got him a little positioning. Okay, got him positioning. See what he does with it. Ah, look at this. Just gives up so much space. Right? I mean, Marth has so many tools to like stay in there, you know? And he kind of just lets him out. A lot of space given. And then Wizzy goes in with the knee, barely misses. Nice down tilt.
grab really.
oh, the tech.
How did he make that?
Wow, good patience there.
Grab really.
That was sick.
Oh, the tech.
How did he make that?
Another up throw. What does he get off this? Nothing. Come on, man. You gotta stop up throwing, bro.
Yeah, Zane's just looking for that little combo right now to get him off stage. And he's got him off stage, but Randall's safe. He's just
Ooh, that was sick.
He's got one more chance to recover pretty much. Nice.
Jeez, straight to the ledge.
Yeah. It's hard to catch that sometimes. Falcon has like really good drift, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just don't realize that he can make it to the edge.
And
sometimes.
is like fast.
That was sick by Wizzy. Calling that out.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
It's very, very clever because a lot of times.
Okay. Good job by Zain. Holding his ground there and getting like a trade at 155, right? That's totally fine. He traded, but Falcons off stage is what you wanted. Unfortunate space at the back air. Oh my gosh.
Why he was doing that? Should be dead here. Should be. Okay.
Yeah. Vandal's also nowhere in sight.
Still, he lived to like 205%. You got to feel decent
Yeah.
about that
On
on a
Yoshi's.
stage like Yoshi's. Yeah.
Forward air.
Yeah.
Nice. Forward throw jab reset. Goes for up throw.
Marth, and he's doing a really good job.
Still got the tech chase. Oh, double down tilt again.
It was kind of.
Zane's got some pretty bad habits when he forward throws Falcon off the ledge. So this double down tilt is like, it's good, but I feel like jab covers pretty much the same. Yeah, like right there. I feel like he could have jabbed and covered more horizontal range.
Oh, that. So you have to do a low percentage Marth, and he's doing a really good.
Alright, so, and you got to go for the forward smash sometimes, right? Zain is good enough to react to this, right? Like, he doesn't need to down tilt here. If he reacts to this poor DI, he 100% can do a different move, you know? I feel like he's just playing extra safe. Pretty much the same syndrome a lot of people have against Zain, where they play extra safe because they know the other person's punish game is good. I feel like Zain's giving Wizzrobe so much respect, and like he's kind of just spooked out to do something a little more like hard ready, you know? Because this is a forward smash, right? Or this is pretty close to a forward smash or a forward tilt. Forward tilt will definitely hit, I think. So we got that. So runoff fair here is fine. Runoff fair is very, very hard to deal with. Right?
Dice ult. Dice ult.
Let's take a look at this. Right? Like, he keeps down tilting. I don't think he's watching Wizzy, you know? Like, I guess he's hoping that it'll just hit and he'll, like, clip through it, but Wizzy's been in this situation before. Wizzy knows how to get around down tilt pretty well. Using a jab here, I think, would be a little better. Even counter sometimes is better. You have a stock lead as Marth, you really have to change up your move choice, you know, because you can afford to be a little more, like, hard ready. But jab here would definitely cover it. All right. Oh my god, he jumped into that. What the fudge? That's crazy. Wizzy with the knee. I like the knee there. Wizzy knows Zane's not going to come forward. He knows. Zain doesn't come forward in general in this matchup, which is understandable because Marth doesn't have a great approach game. But you really can go forward a little bit with Marth. You can, like, wave dash forward. You can even walk forward. But giving Falcon this much room, it's just like you're kind of playing the I need to play perfect game. And if you're going to play Falcon at this distance and you're not perfect, stuff's going to happen. So you definitely don't want to give Falcon this much room in general, in my opinion. You want to make it so he has to work out of your pressure, not you having to keep him away, you know? Playing the keep away Falcon game against Falcon, like, is good if it works, but Falcon's going to adapt and he's going to be able to, like, find a seam to get, like, a knee or a trade or something, right? Boom. Oh, he went for forward smash that time. Didn't work, but I like that he went for it. Oh my gosh. Wizzy was ready. That was impressive.
Feels great from the Falcon in.
Yeah, when you get that, like, when you're at 50 or 60, especially on a stage like Yoshi's, right? One up there, one there, you know.
We'll do one more match. So he goes back to Yoshi's, obviously. I think that's a good pick. Fourth. Yeah. So that's been working a lot. You know why that's been working? It's because I feel like Zain is pretty... You can always count on Zain generally to dash back after a down tilt or to dash back in general. For me, I don't feel like Zane's going to be smothering after a couple moves. You know, I feel like he's just trying to get some space and go for a grab here. So, once again, you're Marth and you're able to crouch cancel. So let's see. You cannot give Falcon room at the ledge. Gets it down tilt. Tries to respace so he doesn't get CC'd because that was, yeah, it's a pretty close down tilt. Tries to grab. Yeah, I don't know. To me, I feel like he should have just kept down tilting after the first one. And I guess maybe he would have gotten grabbed, but I don't know. I think you play that game with Falcon when he's at the ledge.
That's also good with the side B, right? Because it has that little pull back animation.
I guess he goes for up throw again. Wow, good shield stab there.
Yeah, I know that's a big aspect of your game.
Is he still off the ledge? Good stock.
Yeah, Zain had a solid, like, entire edge guard right there. It was good because he down tilted and then dashed back because Wizzy always takes the down tilt. Zain was super ready for it. Ooh, quick forward after that. That's just like anti-air.
Ooh, I like that a lot by Zain. Zain's now using down tilt aerial instead of down tilt dash back. Finally holding his ground, and he's able to hit Wizzy a couple times on those exchanges. Yep, down tilt aerial. So down tilt aerial right here is working a lot instead of the down tilt dash away. Don't give Falcon space unless you absolutely have to.
Anti-air, just quick
that forward. Yep. Okay, he's catching double jump back now.
That was good by Wizzy.
He's catching it with forward air.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, you see how far like inward he goes even when he got down?
He almost hit the wall.
That's a crazy smash. Yeah, what's going on?
Interesting option.
Oh,
Kind of weird there.
but it doesn't matter. He still got the
I love it. Nothing matters. Love 2019.
Stomped into accidental aerial interrupt.
It's a kill.
Oh, I love that. Yep.
No.
That's really good.
Wizzy's defensive
Once again, though,
Yeah.
Wizzy able to like knows the Marth flow chart when they're up there. It's a pretty easy DI for Wizzy to hit. He's really good at it.
Aerial interrupt.
It's a kill.
He's in such a bad spot right now.
Yeah, that was really good.
Wizzy's defensive offers are so
Yeah,
good.
that was at 71 after the hit.
Yeah, he even got the slide off, and then after that he got the
Ground tech up tilt at
Right.
71. That is crazy.
Another up throw by Zain, not getting much. And yep, that's the knee. That's the Marth. That's the Falcon Marth knee right there. Is you just knee. If you have any space to knee, you knee right there. Because if Marth is not perfect, if Marth is not shielding, if he is not ready for that knee, he is getting hit 99% of the time. If he's almost ready for it and he trades, you are still winning. So you have to go for that knee. Good job. Beautiful delayed up air.
That was a great catch. He's back in it. Look at that. He got like 60.
Oh my gosh, beautiful movement. Yeah, Zane's up throwing out of like habit or something. He just up throwed Falcon at like 96 when he could have just back threw him, I think. I don't know.
cancel.
Really cool combos though.
Catches him coming down. That was nice.
Yeah, he's been catching those double jumps now.
Fastball.
Zane's kind of getting clipped with these little stray aerials, and that's like putting him in a really dangerous spot. Like,
Oh.
he just died right here.
Yeah, even that up air was scary.
wow.
Yeah.
Could have netted a knee.
It's like
Oh,
Zane's
down
kind
there.
of his kills, it seems like.
Oh, just can't kill.
3 little hits to put him back in the game.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Very, very close.
Yeah.
Very close.
Non-tip
Snipe that edge.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he got so lucky. What the heck?
There.
That's
For
crazy.
recovering, pretty much.
Yeah,
and not dying.
Yeah.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
he did 13.
Oh, was he missing the stomp? Oh, tournament winner.
Yeah, good follow up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Use that.
Same situation.
Yeah.
Right, stocks a piece. Nice down forward throw. Up throw there. Able to get something there. Wizzy's been double jumping
Ready for the
every stock. He's been double jumping every stock and he's been getting caught. So good on Zain to catch that. Good on Zain. He's been using forward air to do it, which is fine, you know, but if you're by the ledge, you don't really have to do the forward air in that situation. But he's doing it. I like that. I like that right there to cover the platform. The forward air was really good. I think we have one more game, so.
Found that time, yes. Dreamland or
Yeah.
Or FD.
I want to see at least Dreamland first. Yeah,
Feels like
I want to see
the
Dreamland
best.
first. If you feel bad in that stage, just go somewhere else. You said FD? Dreamland.
I was helping Wizzy warm up for his set versus Zain and his set versus Spud yesterday.
I really liked having Ty at the summit. He really explained a lot of really cool Marth stuff, like nuanced stuff. That was really cool. All right, last match. Wizzy goes Dreamland. Pretty expected.
It's like the tax money down and brings it back today too.
Zane's gonna have to rely on like I guess up throw combos to get percent. It's really hard to tech chase Falcon on Dreamland.
Oh, damn. Zane's good at that. He's ambiguous.
Like the up B there. But up throwing Falcon on. Oh my gosh! Cannot believe he got that. What in the world? This is like so hard to get. This is so hard to get. To get a rising up air and land on the platform like that after a get up attack, like that's crazy. I'm really surprised why Wizzy decided to get up attack there. He could have just probably waited for a long time, but and then he got the tipper there. Oh my gosh, that's actually ridiculous. Such a rough thing to do.
And he's ready for it, but could get the follow-up there.
I wonder if there's anything he could have done. Dropping platform maybe? Fair? Not sure.
I can't believe he got
Pressure by the ledge.
up tilt, pretty much.
Okay, once again, Wizzy's living at Streamland. Its stage is huge.
With that Falcon kick, Wizzy actually hasn't threatened that at
Good
all.
punish with that B.
He likes to delay his falling.
Nah, should be it.
The down B like that trick you up and like get a little hit, but
He's got to land with
Yeah, that tip was crazy.
I mean, it's pick your poison.
He's trying to go to the ledge, but yeah.
typically it works the first time.
I mean, what that means is basically like Zane's playing well and he's like
Yeah.
ready for.
Exactly.
Well, he was ready for that. To be
Yeah.
fair. I think Wizzy would just drop down.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Nice.
This is how Wizzy plays. He's in the pocket, right? Look at this.
This is basically like Zane's playing well and he's like ready for.
Exactly.
Well, he was ready for that. To be
Yeah.
fair. I think Wizzy
Crouch cancel, crouch cancel, crouch cancel, grab, crouch cancel, grab.
Probably got on the ledge.
Ooh, nice.
Short up air. That was such a beautiful up air.
That was a slide off from Zane though.
That's why I think it's really important, the big stages for Falcon. Yeah. No, that's very true, Kellen. Marth's dash animation goes extremely low. And it's really okay to do it, you know? So this upper right here that Wizzy does is the generally, it's like, it's the big stage. I know how to combo Marth up air.
Exactly.
Look at
He
this.
was ready for that. To be
Yeah.
fair. I think Wizzy could just drop down.
Boom.
Yeah, probably got on the ledge.
Down throw, and that, look at that up air. Look at how the up air hits. Most people wouldn't need there, and I don't think they would have gotten much because I think, yeah, you got to be really fast off the up throw, and there's a lot of kind of like weird lag after up throw. But being able to hit this off down throw is really nice, and because you don't get, usually you just have to rely on tech chasing if you down throw Marth kind of here, but oh, he's at 30%.
Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm surprised he
Yeah,
got that.
sorry.
Fast one.
Ooh, that was a slide off from Zane though. Actually using the side platform from Dreamland to get out of these Falcon combos.
Which, I don't mind Zayn just showing up the edge because Falcon can't really do that much about it.
Just kind of threatening.
Challenges Zain.
He's getting kind of greedy off the edge. Zayn's getting hit for it.
Yeah, now he's taking.
Oh, what the?
He gonna shield up and then like get nudged off.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
you
very
did.
funny.
Was he
Goes for side B, gets punished, up throw. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Not power shield like framework.
That was weird. So that was just really weird by Zayn.
Really bad for Wizzy.
So Zayn up throws with no platform, right?
Not
Yeah, yeah,
That's
you
very
did.
funny.
Wizzy rolled it.
So I guess he was hoping Wizzy DI'd on the platform, but Wizzy does really, really nice. Okay. Yeah, Wizzy does really, really nice slight DI. So it kind of looks like he's either going to go on the top platform or the side platform, but he just like doesn't go anywhere and he just drops. And then like Zayn's not ready for it.
Think on the side B there. He got the shield up.
And then so he forward throws. Ooh, yeah. Back throw is definitely a misinput.
Oh, that's really bad for Wizzy. Oh, he didn't get a grab.
Damn, up throw tipper did nothing.
Though, but he's at pretty high percent now.
I guess theoretically it could be a DI mix up.
Right.
So you're down to go for
Good
it.
down tilt. Oh, he ran off there. He ran off there.
He could have attacked.
No, he did good too. He waited.
That was really good. Mixing it up. Oh, Wizzy misses dash, jump.
Pretty sure down throw up air is like you can do that still.
Yeah, down throw upper actually works.
Yeah, pivot fair.
At higher percent.
Oh yeah, Wizzrobe was grinding the crap out of that.
Yeah.
At like kill percents, down throw, up air, up
That's a
air.
tough situation right there.
I don't know ADS.
So
Like kill.
you throw Falcon on the platform over here. You're not sure what can cover it, and generally Falcon's just gonna get away because up air, forward air, generally aren't gonna do much unless you commit. It's kind of scary to commit. You might get up attack, but I think full hop forward air would probably be like if you see the miss tech. I don't know. It's kind of a hard situation.
Down throw, up air, up air. On down on the way.
Let's grab.
Yeah, when Zayn forward throws Wizzy at these high percents, he's not ready for Wizzy to hit the platform.
Woo! I like it.
So good at that up B tech chase, man.
Yeah.
Wavy dash dance.
Oh, that was a really good air dodge. He was ready for it.
This game Zane has looked really thin for these kind of options that Wizzy's covering.
So one thing Wizzy is doing, I think, a little too much is he's fast falling his knees. He really doesn't have to fast fall knee, because basically you can just drift longer if you don't fast fall it. So situations like this, right? Boom. You have to cover the farthest dash possible with this knee. If you don't, Zane's gonna find a way. Zane's the best dash dancer in Melee right now, so he's gonna be able to get away from this if you fast fall it. So just let it rock. Don't fast fall it.
Jeez, even that pivot grab on the game.
He's never not dashing back.
The truth is,
Zane makes better use of the last 6 like pixels on the stage better than anybody.
Up throw. Gets up airs. Doesn't. Oh, got something. Oh my gosh, that traded and he. Oh my gosh. There is no God.
Dash back even further.
Every Falcon right now is like, what the fuck? Look at this stomp, tech, continue to combo you, dead. Unlucky. Great tech though, but Zayn, I like it.
so what's been happening is that Zayn has actually always had a lead in like
my gosh, he's keep going. Oh my god.
All of a sudden, he brings it back. This
All right, Zain up with stock, so.
keep Wizzy at bay, and he's keeping that lead, trying to secure a game 5 scenario.
I think Wizzy.
Oh, side B out of nowhere. I love it.
He seems like an
Oh,
eternal.
I'm still not gonna get anything.
He's the eternal one.
He just exploded.
Does he keep side B?
I can see it.
Oh my gosh, that tips.
At the beginning of the universe, was just like sitting there.
Oh, he missed it. What the? Oh, Wizzy with a really good roll. Oh, gets that sick short hop up air from the down throw at that magic percent, right? Oh, is he dead? Yeah, he's dead.
Kind of puts you in a scary position
This
now
is
for Zain.
scary.
Yeah, it's scary, but
It's
He
scary
should be
'cause-
okay.
he could just like clip him with almost anything and get him off stage and
Yeah.
kill him.
But it's still scary because it's 3
Well, let's go back there.
Wizzy right
See what Zain did with his invincibility.
This is
Comes down,
Yeah, it's
tries to grab,
scary, but
it's
He
scary
should be
'cause
okay.
backs up. Wizzy gets enough space to get a running nair through him. I really like this by Wizzy because he's using a hitbox to get to better stage positioning. He's not trying to really hit Marth per se. He's just trying to like account for Marth doing doing something like dashing forward. So he just throws out the nair there just so he can go past Marth. He's not trying to hit him.
he could just like clip him with almost anything and get him off stage and kill him.
but it's still scary because it's 3
Yeah, Wizzy right here.
Oh my gosh, he was ready for that fair.
Very easily. Yeah, Wizzy's fine.
Falls down. Oh, side B!
Big side B.
Oh, but he's shielded at the very
Oh, that up air again!
Fine. Oh,
Look at this up air. That's the magic Falcon main up air. That thing that prevents Marth from teching.
at the very last second.
Yeah.
Gets the grab. He knew it. Look at this grab hitbox. Look at this grab hitbox.
Oh, but he's shielded at the very
Look at that.
last second.
Uh.
He knew the crouch cancel might not work at that percent.
He tried to account for the DIN. Oh my gosh, Wizzrobe is a god. Wizzrobe is a freaking god.
Dude, the way he tech chased, especially because like he crouched to
Yeah.
bait out the get up. attack,
Yo,
because
what
he
the
was
fudge? Wizzrobe is a god. Alright, but that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just wanted to do a quick little rundown. But basically, Zain, I really wanted to see him do more back throws, forward throw, tech chases. I wanted to see him commit more at the ledge with jabs, hold his ground more, force Wizzrobe to make better decisions off the ledge. And also use more side B, do more grounded pressure. Wizzy played pretty well. He kind of had a really good player reads. I would have liked him to do more knees. But I feel like Wizzy didn't have to play his best this set. I feel like he just made the right reads, player reads, stayed consistent. He didn't have to play the matchup as much as Zain forced him to, right? Wizzrobe just made good like dashback reads. Good consistent comboing. Got the grabs where he needed. Got a lot of mileage off side B. I'm good. It's really good that he didn't get off that move. But Wizzrobe's solid style is going to be really, really hard to beat. Like the DI off of up throws, that to Zane's credit, that probably works on 99% of the Marths maybe, or 80% of the Marths. But a guy like Wizzrobe's going to be able to take DI cross cancel tech every single one of those. So I think Zain just needs to play the matchup more, and I would like to see Wizzy use a little more light knee and non-fast fall knee. But other than that, Wizzy played really well. All right, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.